Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. I am in the car. I am on the way to pick up the kiddos from school on a Friday. Speaking of it being Friday, I know that we've already made 2 videos about this same topic, and honestly, when it comes down to it, nothing much has really changed about this. But this weekend is supposed to be Bound for Glory. Bound for Glory, the big TNA, the WrestleMania of Impact Wrestling is supposed to be going down, and we don't even know if it's going to be happening. I mean, you've got one of the major investors in the company basically saying that he's not going to be bailing them out this time. He's not going to be paying for production. Basically, if you love value in wrestling and you live in Florida, TNA was giving away the best value in wrestling I've ever seen. Everybody always goes crazy over the WrestleMania travel packages prices, where you get tickets to WrestleMania, you get tickets to Monday Night Raw, you get tickets to Hall of Fame, you get tickets to Access, you get tickets to NXT, this, that, and the other, and people have paid thousands of dollars in order to get those different stages. Impact, they don't have a hotel stay. That's not included in this, but they were going to give you 6 nights of wrestling. 6 different shows. Honestly, it didn't say where the seats were, but they did say that they were guaranteed. So my thought is they let you in early into the impact zone, and you would just sort of walk right up and be ringside. Because I've been told by my friend Christian Kirkland, there are no seats in the impact zone unless you sit in the bleachers. Basically, it's all standing room only around the ring, and that's just the way it is. So we'll have to see about that, but they were going to give away 6 nights of wrestling for $140. I mean, honestly, you can say what you want to say about TNA, but for that much wrestling, for only $140, plus after every show, you got a meet and greet with somebody there. The only person that was named was the future Hall of Famer of TNA, Gail Kim. But you know that they're going to give you Jeff Hardy. You know they're going to give you Matt Hardy. We'll talk about him in a minute, but Drew McIntyre will probably be another one of the guys. Bobby Lashley. You'd get to meet the biggest names that are there. That's one hell of a value. But I don't know. Billy Corgan, who is one of the major investors of the company, it said that he owns up to about 30% of the company at this time. He's saying that he's not going to bail him out. He wants to either buy the company or he's not putting any more money into the company. So, we've already got the Harris Brothers company, which I think is called it's not called Aerojet. That's a company here in Rancho Cordova. But it's called Aerovox, something like that. They're a production company. They've bailed out TNA a few times, and they've pretty much got to the point where they're not putting any more money in unless they can buy it. And they haven't bought it yet either. One of the reasons why they're not buying it is because how much debt the company has. And you can say that a company is worth $40 million, but when they owe millions and millions of dollars, I don't understand why you'd want to invest $1 into this company. I don't see where you get your return in this deal. But Billy Corgan wants to own Impact. The only problem is trying to get Dixie Carter to sell Impact to him. That's what the holdup is right now. Billy Corgan has said that basically WWE is in the mix to buy the tape library. Ric Flair has come out and said that basically this is a rumor that's started by Dixie Carter, that Vince has no idea what TNA is. It's not on his radar. He's not looking forward to putting it on his network. Impact going on the network, to me, honestly, is just weird. People are thinking that you're just going to turn on the network one day and boom, there's Impact Wrestling. There's Bound for Glory. There's Slammiversary. I don't know how this is going to happen. I think that honestly, they just take it, they stick it in the vault, they just roll it out as they need it. They want to show some stuff of AJ Styles, they do it. They want to show some stuff of Xavier Woods, boom, they do it. I guess, they have Bobby Roode there now, but I mean, are they really going to make a Best of Bobby Roode DVD or a Bobby Roode special that really highlights everything he did in another company that was their competition at the time? It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I love Beer Money. I love Bobby Roode, but WWE isn't going to put over Impact Wrestling for a long, long time. I don't. They put over WCW now, But I mean, think of like what the Monday Night War DVD is. Think about what the rise and fall of WCW is. I mean, they had the guys that worked for the company put them over, but they didn't really, they didn't have anybody who worked for them, putting them over. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to see Vince McMahon going on a DVD saying anything good about Dixie Carter for a long period of time. I mean, like, he can have his things now where he can go on there and he can, do his tongue-in-cheek comments about Eric Bischoff giving away the results of Raw and saying that was dirty tactics. And then he always sort of comes up with a way of sort of putting him over because they've worked together and, for the most part, they're buddies and businessmen. But I don't know. This whole thing seems sticky. There's nobody. I mean, you got Bobby Lashley, who is the champion of the company. He came out flat out said, if Bound for Glory doesn't happen, it's no big deal. He's already pushing for a match against Brock Lesnar. Bobby Lashley, who left WWE because of troubles that he had with Doc Hendricks. I don't know if he gets welcomed back. I don't know many guys that do. I think that honestly, Cody Rhodes, who hasn't had his official debut for TNA yet, they would love to have him back whenever he wants to come back. But Cody Rhodes is sort of on his I want to do wrestling, I want to do real wrestling tour right now, where he wants to wrestle for Japan. He wrestled for PWG. He's going to wrestle against Mike Bennett because it's somebody that he likes. We'll have to see what all that comes down to. But I mean, there's nothing really going on. Wrestlers aren't tweeting about they're excited to go to Orlando. I think that they're sitting on their couch right now, as confused as anybody else. Are they going? Are they not going? This reminds me so much of the dying days of WCW. There is no real news that's going on right now. I mean, everybody's sort of guessing at what the next move is, and no one's really even coming out and saying it. I'll be 100% honest. I don't know what is on Bound for Glory other than the Cody Rhodes debut. I don't even know who Bobby Lashley is fighting against for the championship. My guess is it'd be Drew Galloway, but and I would guess Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, since they're a team now, are going to fight against somebody, but I don't know who. But I don't know. I mean, there's no real news, so this is a really weird time. So I don't know. I was hoping people would comment and head on over to Twitter at Stevie Breach. Let me know what you guys think. TNA going to happen or not?